The security of the nation depends on the men and women who serve in the 5 rings of the Pentagon. Before any military action can be taken anywhere in the world, the mission must be planned and approved in the outer and most important ring, the E-ring.
Earlier this morning, a suicide bomber assassinated Mohammed Nasir, along with 4 U.S. soldiers who were assigned to protect him.
Nasir is the 3rd member of the new Iraqi parliament to be killed this month. I don't have to remind anyone here about the rising U.S. death toll.
So we need to get an elite Iraqi Secret Service training program up and running now that will be able to better protect their own leaders and reduce American casualties.
Okay, that's good, but I'll say the part about Iraq needing a secret service. You say the part about reducing American casualties.
Well, you sure you don't want it the other way around?
No, it sounds more convincing coming from someone in a uniform. I hate asking Congress for money.
Is Colonel Tisnewski here yet?
He's inside with Mr. Ewing.
All right, so let me go in first, Sonny. You need to make an entrance.
I didn't see a meeting with Carter Ewing on your schedule. It's not a meeting, it's a non-meeting. Meetings require paperwork and coordination. Non-meetings are off the book, unofficial, and often the best way to get things done around here.
And what exactly are you trying to get done?
Ewing is Congressman Rosenblatt's chief of staff. He sets the agenda for his boss, who happens to be leading a congressional delegation to Iraq next month. We're hoping to make it more than just a photo op.
Could I be a fly on the wall during this non-meeting?
No, not this one.
I have a friend from Georgetown who works for him and says he's an arrogant jerk. I would love to see you shake him down.
Just so we're clear, flies don't speak.
I agree, the Iraqis need a secret service. But we've already spent billions rebuilding Iraq's infrastructure, and what do we have to show for it? A country tearing itself apart, spreading the seeds of civil war.
Mr. Ewing, unless we come up with a viable alternative, U.S. soldiers are going to have to continue protecting these Iraqi politicians.
And that's a major obstacle to any phased withdrawal.
But we have a plan. If Special Forces sends in mobile training teams, then Iraq could have a secret service up and running in a few months.
This will save a lot of Iraqi and American lives.
Colonel, I work for a congressman who's worried about our own problems, right here at home. And he has to ask himself, what is more important to the American people? Rebuilding New Orleans? Schools that are falling apart? I mean, how many people in this country don't even have health insurance?
43 million? I mean, if you believe the New York Times.
Miss Hughes, why don't you go get us some coffee?
Well, the young lady may have a lot to learn about protocol, Miss Liston, but she was right. And Iraq is a money pit.
Is that what the congressman is going to tell the troops when he travels to Mosul next month? That they're fighting and dying for a lost cause?
I said money pit, I didn't say lost cause. The congressman deeply respects the sacrifices our troops have made. That's why he wants to bring him home. I'm sorry, I can't advise him to back this.
Why don't you give us a chance to prove that it can work? When the congressman is in Iraq, let him see for himself the benefit of an elite American team training Iraq's finest.
What, you're already doing this?
Pilot basis only. Colonel Tisnewski is personally taking our best special mission unit over there to get the ball rolling. The congressional delegation will be in Iraq in 27 days. Before Representative Rosenblatt makes up his mind that this program is a waste of money, let him see what our special forces can do.
Since when am I going to Iraq?
He was about to kill the whole thing. I had to improvise.
And pretty damn well, too.
Colonel, let's draft up a 136 recommending a mobile training team be sent to Mosul ASAP.
Right away, ma'am.
Respectfully, I'm all for an Iraqi secret service, but we shouldn't have to put on a dog and pony show for a bunch of tourist congressmen.
Tourist congressmen control our budget. Not only are we going to do it, we're going to put on the best damn dog and pony show they've ever seen.
She hates me.
She doesn't hate you. You just have to learn how to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, well, that's always been a problem for me.
I remember one of my first days in the Pentagon. Colonel McNulty almost had me court-martialed because I opened my pie hole in a meeting.
You did not just say pie hole.
Why don't we talk about something other than work?
Okay. Fire away.
All right, what should it be? The weather? Traffic on the Beltway? The national starting rotation?
Do you really think that we should still be in Iraq? Why? Are you scared to have an opinion there, soldier?
No, I just think it's so far beyond the question of whether or not we should be there.
Uh-huh.
I think it's about what happens when we pull out. Do the Shia go toe-to-toe with the Sunni? Do the Iranians jump in, side with the Shia, try to get control of the oil?
Mm-hmm.
Does Saudi Arabia and Syria get involved and join forces with the Sunni?
I like it when you talk dirty.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Well, it goes all the way back to Mesopotamia.
Ooh.
Adil. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. Here, have a date. Very good. You have something for me, yes? You did well. You think Allah was watching? With a big smile. He thinks you're ready, Adil. Who? Allah. They keep coming, Adil. With the guns and the uniforms, making war upon Islam.
credentials, please, sir.
But you will help us make jihad against them. You are on a righteous path that will lead you to heaven.
Welcome to hell, sir.
You will kill many Americans.
On my mark, you will draw and fire your weapon. Fire! That was terrible. Holster your weapon. Holster it.
The aim, it's broken.
Give me your weapon. Start the arrow. It's the Indian.
Colonel Akbar, I'm afraid I had to release some of your men.
How many? 5, 6?
81, sir.
I'm in charge of this training program. I give you 100 of our finest men.
Yes, sir, and they were all fine men. But we need the best of the best. Men who could be mentally and physically prepared in less than 4 weeks to protect your most important leaders.
Fire! Good. This is an example of how it should be done.
We need men who can deal with adversity and the unexpected, who can orchestrate like a symphony. If a man has to stop and ask himself in a crisis situation, what do? They're all dead. So by releasing these 81 men, we've saved a lot of lives.
Including their own.
We had elite troops before you came.
Yes, sir.
We had the 4th largest army in the world.
I understand your frustration, sir.
Hundreds of brave young men have died just so they could have American democracy in Iraq. And now you fired 80 of my men? You fired my family, my brothers, cousins. You must reinstate them.
Sir, may I have a word with you in private? Don't pull rank with me right now. One day we are not going to be here. It's inevitable. It might be a year, it might be 5. But if you don't allow us to help you now, you may not have any leaders left to protect.
If you get killed, the chances are it won't be from a terrorist. It's going to be from your own complacency. You need to expect the unexpected and never let your guard down. Is that clear?
FOB India, this is Sergeant Pollard approaching your perimeter west-northwest. I have an injured soldier. He's gonna bleed out before I make it to the infirmary.
Phoenix 3, this is Long Rifle 1. We have medics on site. Repeat, we have medics on site. Bring your wounded to our pods.
I'm coming right now.
Where's that damn medic? Relax, Sergeant. He's here.
Give me that medic now!
We've got multiple fragmentation.
You hold on, Lonnie. You do not die on me, man. Delta 2 uniform. This is Long Rifle 1. We need a medevac.
This is my second die in a week. Don't you die on me!
Get him out of here. On your feet! Look at me. Calm down. What unit? 1st Battalion, 208th RD, Arkansas National Guard. We are trained to rain fire from 25 miles out, not dodge IEDs all day, sir. You need to turtle up, Sergeant. Where are your sappy plates? Nobody in my unit received them yet, sir. What are you using for side panels? Ceramic plates, sir. My mother had them made and shipped over. Some company in New Jersey, I think, sir.
Captain Wilkerson just called, sir, to make an emergency request for 3 dozen sets of sappy plates and side panels.
This team already has maxed out body armor.
Well, it's not for them, sir. It's for the Arkansas National Guardsmen defending the FOB where they're currently stationed.
And they should know better. You're not a supply sergeant, Pierce. This is special operations. This is not headquarters of the Arkansas National Guard.
Well, officially speaking, sir, they are providing perimeter security for a special operation.
Yeah, nice try.
Sir, those soldiers are wearing body armor that can't even stop an AK round. It's wrong.
And the Army is doing everything it can to speed up production and distribution of those plates. And those guardsmen, as soon as it's humanly possible, will get theirs.
Well, how many more of our guys are going to die waiting for that body armor to be delivered?
What do you want me to do, Pierce? You want me to give them our body armor for our guys?
No, sir, of course not. I'd like permission to scrounge around, see if I can find any surplus.
Well, knock yourself out, Pierce, but I'll tell you, it'd be a lot easier to find a nun in a whorehouse.
Mr. Ewing's office just faxed this over. I am afraid it's bad news.
Congressman Roosevelt requests that during his trip to Baghdad, his demanding schedule cannot accommodate, blah, blah, blah.
I guess the congressman wasn't swayed by your argument.
I doubt Ewing even mentioned it to the congressman.
Does this mean that you'll be canceling the training mission?
No, this is not over. The gatekeeper says no, you find a different way in. Who's your friend that's on the congressman's staff?
Someone who won't be my friend for much longer if he thinks that I'm using him.
No, that isn't what I asked.
He's just someone that, I know from Georgetown. He's really junior. A step above the mailroom.
Good. Invite him for coffee.
And pitch him an idea that I don't believe in?
You know what, Natalie? Your job is not to make policy. It's to support the SecDefs, whether you happen to agree with it or not. So either get on board, or you can continue your fellowship from the North parking lot. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Now, the congressman, he's playing hard to get. He wants something. Find out what it is.
What do you want?
You know what I want.
Damon, no. I mean, what does the congressman want?
To get reelected. Some of the congressman's constituents proposed building a new special operations training facility at some of our old base sites. The idea got shot down by somebody in the SecDef's office.
So he would drop his opposition to funding an Iraqi Secret Service if Miss Liston helped him revive it?
He'd be willing to keep an open mind. Bring his congressional delegation by to see this demonstration of your special forces guys training the Iraqis.
So whatever happened to the congressman's deeply held beliefs that Iraq is a money pit?
He's prepared to reconsider those beliefs.
Would you look at us, Damon? We're DC insiders all of a sudden.
Isn't it great?
What do you want most, Adil?
To drive the infidels from Iraq?
As a martyr, you may choose 70 people that will join you in paradise. What is it, Adil?
I'm afraid to die.
Do not be afraid. Because of your sacrifice, Allah will welcome your loved ones into the kingdom of heaven. What better gift to your family than eternal paradise?
Stop. Hold on a second now. What was that? What the hell was that? What the hell do you call that? Spray and pray? Bobby.
Yeah. We got less than 2 weeks, man. How the hell are we gonna get these guys ready in time?
Come here. This guy here to save my baby.
What's your name, soldier?
Omar, sir.
Omar? Nice job in actually protecting the principal. Well, you're the new detail leader. Congratulations.
Do it again. Let's go. Back in the car. Let's do it again.
Omar al-Masadi is Sunni.
Yeah, so?
You can't put Sunni in charge of protecting Shia politician.
Colonel, 4 of your 14 best men are Sunni.
But they aren't leading the unit. This man worked under Saddam. He could be a traitor.
For the right price, Colonel, any one of these men could be a traitor. Now, Omar al-Masadi is the best you've got. He's well-educated, he's physically fit, he's determined.
He's former Republican Guard.
You want your own country or not? Now, the men who protect our president, we don't ask what religion they are or who they voted for in the last election. The same rules must apply here. Now, the Sunnis, they're not going anywhere. So you cannot just wish them away.
Neither can you.
Looks like the kid from Arkansas is gonna pull through.
Hey, very good. You talked to McNulty about that armor?
Nah, Pierce.
Even better.
Colonel. Sorry to interrupt, sir.
No, Lieutenant. Come on in. What's a good word?
Sir, I want to thank you for this promotion. I promise to lead our men as best as I can.
Well, we wouldn't have tapped you if we didn't think you were up to the challenge.
I want to show my thanks by inviting you and the captain to break bread with my family this evening.
We'd be honored, Omar.
You nuts?
What, hospitality's a big deal in this culture. We say no, we insult them. Now, besides, we're special forces, and we're supposed to be nurturing military-to-military relationships, building trust. It's who we are.
Yeah, well, if word gets out on the street, he's working with the U.S. Army. He's dead.
Don't you think he knows that, Bob? I mean, he has to lie to his friends and his family. Well, he's working at some power plant. Meantime, he's putting his life on the line for his country, just like you and me.
I'm not questioning the man's bravery, JT. I mean, hell, I'd be happy to have him in our unit. I just don't think it's safe traipsing around with the locals off the base, you know, for them or us.
So we'll go big time clandestine.
I just don't think it's the right time.
And when is the right time?
I don't know. Hello! Is this T? Oh! Hello, Baba. Thank my wife, Samira. This is Jim.
Pleasure to meet you.
And Bob, from work. Hi. This is my sister, Tauriet.
How are you?
And my mother, Noura.
Ma'am.
Adil. Ah, my brother, Adil.
How you doing, Adam? Nice to meet you.
You will kill many Americans.
Oh, wait.
Oh, so good.
It's been more than enough here. Just unbelievable. You're gonna have to roll me out of here.
I mean, how many courses was that? Look, I lost count. I believe this coffee makes 9.
So tell me, Omar, how did you and your family learn to speak English so well?
My father, peace be unto him, being a Sunni with certain advantages under Saddam. Electricity. We have power here, Adil. Just comes and goes as it pleases.
Well, we have an extra generator at the plant. You're more than welcome to borrow it.
We do not need charity. Adil, min fadlak. Ta'am diyufna.
So what do you do, Adil? Do you work? Do you study?
I have no job. I told you I would introduce you to some people. I don't want to work with occupiers, Adil.
No, it's okay. Look, we're far from perfect, Adil, but a lot of us do want to help.
If Americans are so good, why do they drop bombs on little girls? Please forgive my brother.
Well, Omar, we understand that we're not winning any popularity contests here.
My father and 2 of our sisters, peace be unto them, were killed during the invasion. An American bomb hit next door, and the impact... Omar, we're sorry for your loss. And now Adil. I feel as though I have lost him too. I love him very much. We're so close, but Now I can't talk to him. Do you think things will get better?
I thought you'd be retired by now, Colonel. Forcibly.
Hello, Bags. Is your wife still stepping out on you with that Irishman?
So, Eli, what can I do for you?
Well, I need Her Majesty's help with a little supply problem. Pierce?
It seems that the U.S. Army shipped your Royal Scots Guard stationed in Basra 1,500 sets of SAPI plates and side panels for the interceptor vest.
Now, Eli, our soldiers deserve their body armor just as much as yours do.
We're not talking about putting your boys in harm's way, Bags.
By our count, you have 207 more sets than you have men in your unit.
It's a combat zone. Things break. New lads rotate in.
So cut us half. 100 sets. You know, that gives you plenty of replacements and we'll make it worth your while.
How?
Well, you familiar with digital music players, Nigel?
I haven't been living under a rock, you know, Eli.
We have a shipment of donated MP3 players intended for our troops in Iraq. Of course, they haven't all been delivered
And
yet.
we were thinking maybe a few hundred could accidentally be delivered to southern Iraq and might make up for the surplus body armor being conveniently misplaced.
Now, the land component commander would have me court-martialed in a heartbeat.
He'd reprimand you at worst, Bags. Your troops have a surplus of body armor, but what they need is morale.
You're a Rolling Stones fan, aren't you, sir?
Isn't everyone?
Well, you'll find that all their albums have already been downloaded into this one, including some rare recordings.
It's a morale booster.
Well, if it's in the interests of morale.
Of course.
So, are you taking the deal? Rosenblatt and the rest of the congressional delegation are confirmed to join me on Friday for a tour of the Iraqi facility.
Have you ever been to Iraq before?
No, maiden voyage to a war zone, but be good to see what these guys go through firsthand.
So tell me the truth, Miss Liston. Are you freaking out a little bit?
No, I don't freak out, Natalie. I panic silently.
You know, this deal with Rosenblatt, it's a lot of taxpayer money. I hope it's worth it.
You know, U.S. SOCOM has been looking for a training facility for years, so this deal is a win-win. But speaking of taxpayers' money, my NCOIC just asked why someone in this office would spend $472 on a long-distance call to Task Force Stiletto in Mosul. 322 is your extension, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
We have dedicated DSN lines for calling Iraq.
I didn't even know that. I'm sorry, but I'll pay for it.
Yeah, so who are you calling anyway? Little tip about operational security, Natalie. If you didn't want me to know you were talking to Colonel Tisnewski, you should have called him on your own dime.
Remember, people, these are suicide attacks. Shots must strike above the Vermilion line.
The what?
The Vermilion line. Look, you shoot somebody, it has to be right above the gun line to where the forehead starts to crown. They lose their motor skills instantly.
That way the brain cannot send a message to the detonator finger.
Let's go, people. You got a few more days. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Go again.
The only reward of those who make war upon Islam will be their own death.
Make war on the hypocrites and deal with them harshly. Hell should be their home.
Good work, Omar. Anwar Sadat was killed by his own bodyguard, sir. Expect the unexpected and never let your guard down.
You're listening.
Enough. That's deep enough. I want you to lie in it, Adil.
Why?
So you learn to be comfortable in your grave.
If I'm wearing a bomb, won't I be vaporized?
If you're lucky. Comfortable? Now tell me about the Americans who visited your home.
The Americans?
Bury him. Did you think we would not be watching?
So they're contractors. They work with my brother at the power plant.
Omar has been deceiving you, Adil. We had him followed. He works with the Americans in a military base.
I swear I did not know that.
If your brother is working for the infidels, how can we be sure you're not doing the same?
Thank you, Colonel.
Hey, we're sweating together, right?
Not just for the water, Colonel, for teaching us.
It's my job.
What about your family and friends, sir? I know many in your country don't believe you should be here.
Well, there are a lot of people in your country that don't want us here either, including your brother.
If Omar is working for the American military, he is no longer my brother. Adil is better. He is my enemy. But he means no harm.
was your trip?
Would have been nice to have a view on the way from the airport.
Well, live fire zone. Windows are not recommended. I'm surprised to see Rosenblatt. What'd you do to get him to come?
Promising part of my soul. Natalie helped, by the way. She, says to say hello.
How's the flight, sir? 18 hours in the air I can handle, but I could have done without that landing. It's called a corkscrew, sir. Pilot takes the airplane about 12,000 feet over the runway. He does a corkscrew straight down to avoid enemy fire.
So, how's the mission going?
Well, the new Iraqi team took over from Minister Malawi's security detail the day before yesterday. To tell you the truth, I'm damn proud of them.
Good, because Malawi's going to be at the conference tomorrow.
Ah. You selling tickets to this thing?
I want the congressman to know that training Iraqis to protect their leaders is money well spent.
Well, they won't be disappointed. This new team is a poster for the new Iraq. We've got Shiites, Sunnis, Kurds, all working together.
Is this the road to Paris? I heard it's raining in Berlin. One genuine SAPI plate, ready to stop any ballistic round up to 7.62 millimeters. I showed you mine, mate. One genuine 60 gigabyte MP3 player holds up to 15,000 songs. Guaranteed to make everyone around you sick with envy. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Likewise. Cheers.
This is the Royal Military Police! Stand where you are! Put that box down, soldier!
Arrested? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, regrettably, our military police spotted the unauthorized exchange.
But your man picked the location. Now one of my operators is cooling his heels in some limey stockade somewhere.
Colonel. Present company excluded, sir.
Are you interested in letting me finish, Eli, or in restarting the War of 1812?
Please, sir. Go on.
Thank you. I rang the commander of our Royal Military Police in Basra, Brigadier Sir Albert Hughes, and I explained to him that Her Majesty's forces stand to come out rather ahead by lending our surplus body armor in exchange for these American morale-boosting devices. And he agreed to clear up the entire misunderstanding.
So why the hell are we having this conversation?
Well, it's embarrassing, really, but Sir Albert thought that the morale of his military police would benefit tremendously from these devices. I don't suppose you have any more, do you?
What is this? I saw you working for the American military. I saw you. Father, what have you done?
Be careful, traitor. Adel is the only reason that you and your family are still breathing.
What do you want?
Minister Malawi's motorcade should clear the southwest checkpoint at approximately 1845 local time. Now, after clearing the gauntlet, his motorcade will stop here in the standoff area where the minister's entourage will dismount their vehicles and proceed on foot to the secure perimeter. Questions?
Where will the American congressman be greeted?
Good question. Just inside the perimeter. Now, after 3 or 4 minutes of greetings and introductions, the Iraqi and American delegations will retire to the mess tent where their meeting will take place. More questions? Lieutenant?
Once the area has been cleared, where do we evacuate the principal in the event of an attack?
Good one. Inside this bunker here.
Perhaps now Allah will begin to forgive you for betraying him.
I did what you asked. Now let my family go.
Only when Allah wishes it, not before.
I've secured a place for all of us in heaven.
Colonel. Stop.
Where do I sign?
Right here, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen.
No, thank you, sir.
Just don't say a word. Hello, boys. Now remember, numbnuts, this is armor, not a magical force field. I tell you to eat dirt, you eat it.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Soldier? Hey, talking to you.
Yes, sir.
What are you so nervous about? You'll do great. It's been an honor training you.
You are ready.
They look just like our Secret Service.
Except our Secret Service agents trained for years, not a month. They sure as hell don't bring the president to places he's going to be shot at on a daily basis.
But it's good for our congressmen to see the Iraqis protecting their own government.
Mr. Malawi? Sir, may I present United States Congressman Rosenblatt? Pleasure. Assistant Secretary of Defense, Samantha Lister.
Hello.
Nice meeting you, man.
Dismount look good.
Sure, you've deployed too far left. You broke line of sight to the principal.
Oh, he'll get it. He'll teach him.
Sir, there's something you must know.
I'm all ears.
We're all very grateful to you, sir.
Okay, the delegation is secure. Have your ID badges out, please. This is gonna go a lot faster if you have your ID badges out. Let's go, next.
Before we give our distinguished American guests a tour of the training grounds, I hope you all join me in thanking Congressman Rosenblatt for organizing this visit.
My honor, Minister, thank you for your hospitality.
One more picture.
We agreed no press during the start of the briefing.
Right, Carter, like you didn't arrange a photo op.
I want my guy in pictures and make it look like he's supporting the scheme of yours before he's had a chance to make up his mind.
On behalf of the Iraqi people, I thank you and the American people for your generosity for funding the creation of a new Iraqi Secret Service.
We never agreed on funding. That was an argument.
I know.
You're trying to ambush my guy.
I didn't have anything to do with this.
It will be hard for your congressman to withdraw support for Secret Service after he already endorsed it, no?
Did you call the photographers?
I'm just orders. But Mr. Malawi used to do propaganda for Saddam. He wanted to ensure the congressman's support.
I thought dog and pony shows were porn.
Get him to a bunker now! Go, guys, go!
Match stuff all the way inside to make room. Inside, move! Come on!
Support! There's no time! I want you to give me suppressive fire at 12 o'clock from that position. Go now! Go now! Go, go! Cover fire!
Forgive me. Well, this was a real blast, Sam. Thanks for having us out. Bed? Just a few upgrades is all. Thanks, man. Fancy new body armor.
I cannot believe these guys tried to penetrate the base. The Americans are so good. Why do they drop bombs on little girls? Where do we evacuate the principal in the event of an attack? So there's something we must know.
It was a diversion.
Allah!
Bomb, everybody out! Everybody out, now! Now, go, go!
For a million lives. Just like you taught me. I didn't have a choice.
Did you get your brother on the base? Then you had a choice.
They have my family.
Hey, Finn.
Clear. Viper's Nest clear. You okay?
Well, it wasn't exactly the demonstration I had in mind. But I guess the congressman won't forget about it for some time.
What about you?
He was 2 inches away from me. I swore I wasn't going to be a girl about this.
Hey, you're being human. Hey. It's okay.
Do you ever get used to it?
No.
Excuse me, ma'am. Chopper's leaving for the green zone.
Thanks, Captain.
I guess we don't want to keep the congressman waiting.
I'm sorry.
Samantha, you don't have to apologize.
Yes, I do. This was a dog and pony show, and I'm sorry I dragged you into it.
Well, everybody has a boss. In your mind.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't.
Me too.
Go on. Get home safe.
What do I do about Omar?
I don't know. Colonel Akbar wants to have him tried for treason.
He did aid the enemy.
He also killed his own brother and saved the lives of a lot of other people. If we hadn't come on this mission.
You think it was worth it?